message that I keep receiving lately is may the best man win. And I know this is going to trigger a lot of you who follow me in regards to twin flames and soulmates and stuff, because for so many years on this journey, we have waited for a twin flame. We have hoped for our twin flame to come in, our divine counterpart, our soulmate, whatever you want to call them, okay? We've had this hope, but we have to stop this cycle of waiting around for our divine masculine, of waiting around for your twin flame, for your divine counterpart, for anyone, for love. You're not supposed to wait around for love. You're supposed to see your worth. You're supposed to know your worth. You're supposed to love yourself and choose yourself. We as divine feminines have to realize our worth and see how amazing we are and what we have to offer, and not allow the bare minimum, the breadcrumbs, the ghosting, and all of these low vibrational things that come in really crappy relationships. Because when we allow that, we are showing them that it is okay to treat us that way. The other day, I shared a video on my story on Instagram. And the video was a man basically saying that one of the most disrespectful things a person can do is ghost. And I agree. I don't understand why people ghost. Especially when you've been in communication with them for so long, it doesn't make sense, right? You've had flowing conversations, etc. Ghosting is very disrespectful, and it shows that you have literally no respect for yourself nor for others, no empathy. Now, unless somebody was harassing you, then yeah, you can ghost, block, whatever. But that is not in my guidebook. But that's just me. That's just how I function. And he shares this message that the most disrespectful thing a man can do is ghost, and you should never allow that. And so I shared this, and a follower of mine said, even your twin flame? And I'm like, yes. Even your twin flame, especially your twin flame. Because your twin flame, if you keep allowing this, which is what so many of us have done for years, okay? And thanks to Neptune leaving Pisces, which has been full of delusions, okay? We've been in Delulu land for far too long, okay? And now that it's finally in Aries, people are waking up and seeing the truth and seeing that we deserve so much better. And that's why so many people are kind of leaving the twin flame. I don't want to say leaving the twin flame journey, but they're not waiting around for their twin flame, because it's all about may the best man win, right? Divine feminines are rising. They're finally rising and choosing themselves. They should be rising. They should be loving themselves. Now, I know everyone has to go through their lessons and soul contracts and everything. But when a divine feminine finally starts to see herself as the divine feminine goddess that she is, as the queen that she is, and she's not waiting around anymore. She's sitting on her throne, loving herself, choosing herself, knowing her worth, and will only accept the emperor that matches her level, okay? She's out there fighting the world. She's doing her mission. She's not a damsel in distress. Divine feminines, you cannot get your emperor, your divine masculine to rise to you if you are a damsel in distress waiting for him to save you. Because that's not how this works anymore, guys. That's not how any of this works. Your emperor will only come when you stop focusing on them and stop waiting on them. And this is not coming from ego, okay? It is okay to love your divine counterpart, to love your twin flame, to love your soulmate, to love whomever you wish to love. But stop waiting around for them. It's sad to see. And honestly, I understand we had to go through this for these years where we were really, we got the messages, we got the intuition, we got the downloads, like, yes, this is my person. This is who I'm meant to be with. But for some, it's not happening. For some, we are seeing that we deserve so much more. And if your divine masculine is not actually rising to your level, then may the best man win, or partner, right? This is not just targeted to men, but this is just the saying. May the best man win. May the best person win. And that could be your twin flame, the best version of your twin flame, or it could be the best version of your divine counterpart or soulmate or somebody else. And it doesn't matter who it is. That's why we have to let go of the labels. It doesn't matter who it is as long as they treat you right. As long as they treat you with respect, with the love that you deserve. Because you deserve to be chosen. But you deserve somebody that is an equal match to you, that matches your frequency, that loves you and you love them, that you choose and they choose you, that is consistent with you, that is loyal to you, that wants to be with you, that wants to love you. Enough with the ghosting, enough with accepting the breadcrumbs. If they keep ghosting you and breadcrumbing you, yes, it is a reflection of who they are, but it's also a reflection of you because you're allowing this to keep happening. So this is why, divine feminines, you have to be in your empress energy, queen energy, and not tolerate low behavior. A queen is gonna be like, excuse me, you ghosted me, off you go, off with your head. Like, no, a queen is not going to tolerate the bare minimum. Think of yourself as a queen. What would the queen do? What would a queen do in this situation? Would a queen tolerate this? Would a queen tolerate someone ghosting them? Absolutely not. No way. There's just no way. So why are we, divine feminines, doing that? The only way divine masculine can rise is when we rise. So when we stop allowing the bare minimum, the breadcrumbs and the ghosting, all these low effort behaviors, the moment we stop that, the moment your divine masculine will finally rise. He will have no choice, he or she, your divine masculine will have no choice but to rise. And this is why it's so important to set boundaries. And I know it's hard. I know it's really hard to set those boundaries because we're afraid to lose them. We're afraid that we might hurt them. We're afraid of so many things. We're afraid. But you setting those boundaries is you showing that you love yourself, is that you choose yourself. Because if you lose them and they're not meant to be with you, that means you deserve better. That means someone else is coming for you. Instead of worrying about losing them, worry about losing yourself. Are you losing yourself in the situation that you're in? Are you losing yourself by keeping yourself in a pattern, in a loop awaiting pattern or a loop where you're doing the same thing over and over, which is the definition of insanity, is where you do the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You cannot win by doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Please, divine feminines, remember that you deserve the best. And start thinking, may the best man or person win, because you deserve the best. You deserve your knight in shining armor. You deserve your emperor. You deserve your true divine counterpart. But only when you rise can they get there. When you stop allowing the bare minimum, can they get there? I hope you see your worth, and I hope you stop settling for the lowest, because you're a damn queen, okay? You are a queen. Don't you forget that. Much love and God bless.